name. You come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Full from all of the bass. My ace phone going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I didn't make beats, that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's heard, we eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad. Pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab. Pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the bag. Young Cruiser King, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Mama, I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like I'm Mike. I've got no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wants wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna, the 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Cause nobody really cares. Cause nobody really cares. Cause nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, they close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm. I bet I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I make him pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would've beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible. Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tennessee Titans. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And off we go from Nashville. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This defense for the Titans, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. 1st and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. First carry now for Justice Hill. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
Get it!
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to pick up the Titans' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's a give up the middle. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Titans had 4 and 9 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Come back in. 18 Rebel, 18 Rebel. 19 Riot.
3rd down, it's Willis. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Willis going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play fake. Here's Willis. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact. and short of the sticks.
Now Jones. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Farley. And the Titans will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's got room at the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Throwing on 1st down, Jones. And that's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Robbie Anderson. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A Trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And it's now 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd down. Willis looks to throw here. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stumped the run. But I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected him to pick up a first.
And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, their offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Jones now. A final shot before break. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Cardinal. Warriors 70. Dragon 60.
Willis will look to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Their own 31.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Jones throwing to start the drive. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw again. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Ready? Three.
The drive will start with an option going left. A pitch back. And some room to work. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Panther 11. Mustang 19.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
The gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 3.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Now Willis on 3rd down.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Jones.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Right, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead is hanging by a thread after that pick six, but look, they're still in the driver's seat. Now the question, he's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
It's a short kick taken. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly a disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for six. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. Willis throws another interception, his third of the game. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They called the corner blitz, and Roger McCreary, he got in there and earned the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Minnesota. 48 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
makes the score
Extra point by
21.
Sly is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got this complete to Racey McMath. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Now Willis on first and 10. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. Right back to him on first down. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines? You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Cowboy 80. 19 targets.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Now Willis to throw. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And put him down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On first down, Willis. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Willis looks to pass it here. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this. And my goodness, another interception. And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Here we go.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Ready.
Back to throw, Willis. And now here is another interception. And the Vikingsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. Charles, a lot of happy
Yeah.